Poor Capcom. For those of you that don't know yet, Capcom has 152 million in the bank. Now, for some of you, that might seem like a lot of money. You know, you can retire from work, just live off of. But for a game company, 152 million is bad, considering, let's just say the average price to develop a game could range around 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million, and they only have 152 million in the bank. And honestly, I don't feel sorry for Capcom at all. With all the stunts they've been doing lately, with the on this DLC, specifically Street Fighter versus Tekken, and it's sad. And Resident Evil 6 was just a failure. They tried. They had an identity crisis when they made that game. They tried to make. They took a Resident Evil game and tried to make it appeal to like Gears fan, Call of Duty fan, you know, Gears of War. Even though I already said that, but pretty much first person shooter, third person shooter. It was not Resident Evil. And on top of that, the monsters were lame. And out of Resident Evil 6, out of all the campaigns, only one stood out above the rest. It was Leon's campaign. It out of all the campaigns, Leon's was the only interesting one that I actually enjoyed. So, Resident Evil 6 was a failure. And here it is with Mega Man. Capcom canceled not one, but 4 Mega Man games. Mega Man Legends 3, they canceled that, I think, back in July 2011. And they blamed it on the fans, saying that they weren't getting enough fan support. And I've never heard of a game company canceling a game due to lack of fan support. I've never heard such a thing like that. Honestly, I think the reason they canceled those Mega Man games was to get back at Kenji Ifune, who left Capcom, and I think they're doing that just to spite him. However, Keiji Ifune recently just slapped Capcom in the face with the whole 99 Kickstarter that did get off the ground, and he's currently working on it. And it is kind of sad that Capcom. That is kind of sad where you basically have to remake your original character because the company, won't make more games, and it's sad. Like honestly, I used to have a lot of respect for Capcom, but with all the stunts they've been pulling lately, I don't care. I don't care about them anymore. And the poor Son of Open Wound, they went into Dead Rising 3 to be an Xbox One exclusive, which is ridiculous because not everyone is getting an Xbox One. If anything, they should have kept the window open and made a version for PS4, Xbox 360, PS3, PC, and a Wii U version. But no, they just assume, hey, we got Dead Rising 3. People will definitely buy an Xbox One, right? No. Number one, people have flat out don't buy Capcom games anymore. And number two, it's on Xbox One only. That's another reason people aren't looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to it. Even though I am getting an Xbox One after Microsoft starts supporting the 360, but I honestly don't feel comfortable buying another Capcom game. Now, a while back they said that they want to go back to the original roots of Resident Evil, and that is good, but I wonder how they're going to do it. Basically, they would have to downgrade it back to where had the fixed camera angles, tank controls, and have limited resources. That would do that. That's what survival horror is supposed to be. With Resident Evil 4, it sort of combined the elements of survival horror with a third-person action. The game was scary at times, but it did seem like an action. It did seem like an action game towards the end of the game with the helicopters and the turrets, cannons, the whole shebang. But Now, Capcom supposedly saying they plan to get around this through DLC. Like, no. Especially, well, they might have to, considering they're about to make the transition from current gen to next gen. You know, they gotta do something to get that money. They gotta do something besides DLC. Number one, they could, I don't know, make better games or continue franchises like continue Onimusha. They could continue that since that series has been gone for a while. You know, continue Onimusha. Actually, go back to working on the Mega Man games that you canceled. Why don't you do those? And how about you make another game? Like, that's another reason I have to add. That's another thing I want to add to this video. It's the fact that look at all the iterations of Street Fighter 4. It's ridiculous. They're releasing the same game with just more content. That's all they're doing. And you got chumps that are buying these things, that are buying the games left to right. Like, don't give in to Capcom. Just stop. Just stop. Save your money. So Capcom, yeah, the reason why you're in this mess is because you ignored your fans and you took great franchises. You either A, ruined them completely, or B, killed them off altogether. I don't feel sorry for the predicament you guys in. If Capcom goes out, I'll be happy. Goodbye, Capcom. You know, maybe those people who lose their jobs, maybe they'll get bought by different people. For example, hand over Mega Man to Nintendo or Platinum Games, Resident Evil, buy Platinum Games, because Resident Evil falls in Nintendo's hands. I don't know. Honestly, with Nintendo, I really don't trust Nintendo right now, but anyway. So this is my whole, you know, thoughts about Capcom and the situation they're in. But, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Bye.